Good morning. This video is for Algebra 1, Chapter 3, Lesson 4. Your quote today comes again from Horseradish, Bitter Truths You Can't Avoid by Lemony Snicket, page 12. The difference between a house and a home is like the difference between a man and a woman. It might be embarrassing to explain, but it would be very unusual to get them confused. All right. Inequality is multiple step. This one should be very easy and review. Again, what you do to one side of an equation or inequality, you have to do to the other. So if I have to add 4 on both sides, that's a property of inequality, and that would be the addition property of inequality. Again, I need to take care of lower priority operations first. Lower priority operations are addition and subtraction. The next higher priority operations are multiplication and division. All right, so let's go ahead and take care of business and make this a short video. So to get rid of the minus 4, I'm going to add 4. Negative 4 plus 4 is 0. So that cancels that out, and I'm left with negative 3x is less than or equal to 18. And I'm going to divide by negative 3, divide by negative 3. Since I divided by a negative number, I need to switch the direction of my inequality. 18 divided by negative 3 is negative 6. And again, you need to make sure you check the direction. So if x is greater than or equal to negative 6, I could plug in 1. Let's say x equals 1 because it fits my scenario, and just double check. Negative 3 times 1 minus 4 is less than or equal to 14. Negative 3 times 1 is negative 3 minus 4. Add the opposite. I've got negative 7 is less than 14, which is a true statement, which must mean that inequality is also correct. You know, you can always test other numbers, but hopefully it's correct. Okay, real quick, just going to fly through this without explaining it, just so you can see. That would be positive 15. There we go. And I don't need to switch the direction because I did not multiply or divide by a negative number. Okay. A committee for the school band decides that the length of its rectangular banner should be 18 feet. If no more than 48 feet of trim can be used on to line the perimeter, what are the possible widths of the banner? So here's the perimeter equation. Well, our perimeter inequality, since we need to keep it under or equal to 48 inches on the perimeter, or 48 feet, excuse me. We're dealing in feet. Gotta make sure my units are correct. So if the banner needs to be 18 feet, I'm going to plug 18 in here, and I'm going to get 2 times 18 plus 2 times W is less than or equal to 48. 2 times 18 is 36 plus 2W. It looks just like one of the equations from the other side, so I'm going to go ahead and solve for W. There you go. So it's 2W is less than or equal to 4 plus that is a 12. 12. Divide by 2, divide by 2. W has to be less than or equal to 6 feet. So if I've got this banner, and it needs to be 18 feet in length, the width of it, which I guess is this, would need to be 6 feet or under. All right, and that's based on the fact that our limiting factor by the perimeter because of the trim. Okay, so that's why we're limited. That's why it has to be 6 feet or under. If we go over 6 feet, we're not going to have enough trim. Alrighty, last slide already. I told you guys this would be easy. Distributive property and gathering variables. Again, this is all stuff that you've done with equations. You're just now doing it with an inequality, which is why I'm going kind of fast. So for the first problem, I'm going to go ahead and add the opposite, so that now I'm distributing a negative 2. So I have 15 is less than or equal to 5 plus negative 2 times 4m is going to be negative 8m plus negative 2 times 7 is negative 14. Combining like terms. I have 2 constants here, so I need to combine them. So I have 15 is less than or equal to 5 plus negative 14, and again, I can do that because of the commutative property of addition, is going to give me, was that negative 9 plus negative 8m. I'm going to add 9 on both sides to cancel out the 9s, and that's going to give me 24 is less than or equal to negative 8m. Divide by negative 8, divide by negative 8. That's going to give me negative 3. The only thing is I need to switch the direction because I did divide by a negative number. There we go, and I'm sure you guys can check it. All right, final example problem. I've got variables on both sides, so I'm going to have to simplify and then move some variables. So I'm going to go ahead and distribute, and I've got a lot to distribute, so I'll take care of that. Negative 6x, add the opposite, a negative times a negative is a positive. There we go. Distribute the 7, which is going to give me 14x. Add the opposite, a negative times a positive is a negative. And now I need to combine some like terms. And again, it doesn't matter which way you move, if you move the negative 6x or the 14x. I just prefer to have a positive a variable. So I'm actually going to move the negative 6x. Because if I move the 14, I'm going to have a negative variable, and just to save myself some trouble, okay? So, but again, it's your choice. You don't have to do it my way. So that's going to cancel out. I've got 24 is greater than or equal to 20x plus negative 21. And I'm going to add 21, and that's going to give me 45 is greater than or equal to 20x. Divide by 20, divide by 20, that cancels out. X is less than or equal to, was that 2 1/4? Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right, and you can go ahead and check my work if you'd like to, but I am done. See you in class, guys. Bye.